So after Cartesian products, now let us see the next important part of SQL, which is aggregate queries. This is a pretty important topic. So in this case, in this topic, we'll see how we can group certain attributes of a table together and then performs group operations on them. So for example, the easiest example of this could be, say again we have an instructor table with ID, name, department and salary. Now suppose we want the sum of the total salaries of all the instructors. So the way to do it is to use our select sum clause, sum on all the salaries from instructor. If we wanted the average of all the salaries, we could simply have used AVG of salary. So these are called group operations, the average or the sum operation, because they operate on the entire set of rows or in this table. Now let us say we want the average salary of only those instructors who are in the CS department. So we'll say select average salary from instructor where department is equal to CS. So this will give us the average salary of CS department. Now let us say we want the average salary of all the departments. So we want something, the result to look like something department and average salary. So in this case, we will first have to group all the departments separately and then select the average salary of each of the departments. So what we do is we write a query. So SQL has the option of specifying the group by clause, group by department name. So in this case, what the SQL query will do is it will first pick out all the instructors of different departments separately, and for each of the department, for each of the group, it will apply this operator and it will give us the average salary and department name of each of the departments. So the result will look something like CS department, this is the average salary, say elect department, this is the average salary. So this is how group by clause are used in SQL. Now suppose we want only those departments, to select only those departments whose average salary is greater than 10,000. So in the same query, we can also write having average salary greater than 10,000. Now the important point to note here is that this having clause is executed after the result of this query is obtained. So after we get the department name and average salary of all the departments, this part filters our result to only those departments whose average salary is greater than 1,000. Now if we have wanted to select only those, find the average salary of only those instructors whose salary is greater than 1,000. So in that case, we would first have to shortlist to only those instructors whose salary is greater than 10,000 and then perform the group by operation. So this will first select those instructors whose salary is greater than 10,000 and then perform the group by operation and find the average salary of each of the groups. Now let us see the some examples of some special SQL clauses. So the first one is the in clause. So let us say we want again the salary of all the instructors, the name of all the instructors whose salary is greater than 10,000. So one way to do it is a simple SQL query. The other way to do it could have been select name from instructor where name is in. Now the argument of the in clause, after the in clause we'll have another SQL query, and after the when the during the execution time, the query inside the brackets is executed first, and then only those names, only those attributes are selected who have a value in this in the result of this query. So for example, suppose this query is some different kind of query, some kind of query which results as three names, say A, B, and C. Originally, say this name could have been say A to Z, any of these names. It will first check if the name A is present in the result of this query. It is, so it will be present in the output as well, result as well. Similarly, B and C will also be present in the result. D is not present in this the result of this query, so D will not be in the output. So this is the in clause. Similarly, we could have had not in. In this case, it will check if the value is present in the result or not. If it is not present in the result, only then is it given as the output. Similarly, there is the exists clause. So let us say uh, we want to check if there is any instructor who takes a course in the fall semester. So we'll say select name from instructor where exists a semester. Select star from semester where sem ID is fall and teacher ID is equal to name, this name. So this will first check if there any is there any sem in which the teacher takes if there any fall sem in which teacher takes a course, in this teacher takes a course. If there is, then the result of this query will not be null. So, and if this is not null, then the name will be printed out. The name will be printed in the output. So essentially, as part of the exist clause, what happens is first the part inside the clause is executed, then it is checked if the result of the query is null or not. If the result is null, then that value is not selected. If the result is not null, if there is at least one row in this the result of this SQL query, then the result is selected for the output. So now let us see what are join operations. So the most common join operation is the natural join. Say we have two tables, one of which is student who has an ID and a name, and an enroll table who has an ID of a student who takes a particular course. Now if we want the a result table to look like the ID of a student, the name of the student, and the course ID which that student has taken. Suppose we want such a result, then we will use a natural join operation, and we will write something like select star from student natural join enroll. So what this will do is, so there are three possible students, so three students, 1, 2, 3, with the name A, B, and C. And student 1 has taken course CS 101 and CS 102. And student 2 has taken the course, also taken the course CS 101. So the result of the join operation would be something like 1A CS 101. This is the ID. The ID column is the column in both of the two tables. It will check if this ID value is present in this table. If yes, then both the rows are selected. So this value is present in two rows. So this will be selected twice. And similarly, this value is present once. So this will be selected only once. And since this value is not present in this table, this value will not appear in the output. So this is a natural join operation.